Hello, everybody, and welcome to the IWC Radio podcast. This is our WrestleMania Backlash review show. And joining me this evening, the full crew is here. Beans, Chucks, Will. How you guys doing? I'm Smoot. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
There it is. Also, real quick, let me.
Hello, Smoot. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. There we go.
Who is thy Smoot that they talk about?
Me, probably. Sorry, I had to take a sip there. I still have bottles, so it's just a watermelon.
I was just going to say that was a bottle, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was dying. I was having some salt and vinegar chips earlier. I was like, I gotta save the drink for the show. Yeah, they're really good. They're the blue Pringles tin.
Let me see if this explodes your ears.
Oh boy. God.
I just got that all over me then. Spat up at me that.
That sounded gnarly.
Was it any good?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
I should have. I don't know if I could play. I mean, you could play it back on the stream there.
Yes.
I've just had some salt and vinegar quavers, actually.
I saw them in the shops, and I remember you talking about them, and I thought, I'll try them, and I thought,
I couldn't find them for ages, and I was doing my online shop because I'm quite lazy. And they had them in stock for a change, so I thought I'll have some of them. Just like quavers, but taste of salt and vinegar.
What was the flavor they didn't have anymore? The prawn?
The what now?
What was the flavor they didn't have that Beans ordered that one time? Was it prawn?
yeah,
Prawn cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't got them in anymore, and I can't find giant Watsits again. They've gone out of stock again.
I saw the giant Watsits today, but they were only the hot flavour.
Yeah, I don't do hot flavour anything really.
I just find it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's either too strong and ruins it, or it's not very strong, and then I'm just eating something that's kind of hot, but
not really.
There's not really much of a flavour on its own, is it?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, not worth it. I agree with you.
The salt and vinegar quavers weren't bad. Like I said, they literally just like quavers, taste of salt and vinegar. But don't really know what else I was expecting.
I don't know what a quaver is. I'm sorry.
I'm sure you're going to have something that's just like it.
Yeah, you'll have something, surely.
Yeah, I can't
Let's see
remember if
we
I've
can get
seen
a
anything.
picture of them. I think that'll show it best what they are. I'll link that to you.
They look like pork rinds.
That is a quaver. No, they're all what are they, like potato starch or something? They're really light. They're like a prawn, cracker.
Yeah. They're quite deceiving because you think because they're light you can eat loads of them, but you can't because you still get fat.
You can still do it. They're basically air.
That's what you keep telling yourself, but it's not really the case.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's deceptive, saturated fat and sugar air.
Oh, they're super oily. Yeah, I agree with you.
I like how.
This is when you said you think you can eat a lot. I said, well, I can. Like, where's he going with this?
I mean, better than like normal crisps. I'll give you that. I'll use the word healthy in air quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind a quaver every now and then.
I Google image searched it, and then one of the images is what is lifetime supply of quavers, and it's salt and vinegar and prawn cocktail.
Do you know, I would be so kind of like weirdly gutted if I won a lifetime supply of quavers.
Gutted? Why?
Because
I'm going to win a lifetime supply of anything. I would want it to be something better than that.
I mean, it's just like, oh great, I've saved myself like £1.60 a week, something like, you know, for the rest of my life.
I think well summed up. Like, I like a quaver every now and then. That's it. I don't want a lifetime supply.
I know, yeah, the house would just be full of quavers. So stop sending them to me now.
Also, whenever you win a lifetime supply of something, they make a lifetime supply. They have their own definition for what a normal person uses. So it's like one a week, or it's never what you could actually. You don't get as much as you want to use in your life.
Yeah.
It's always like, well, an average person would use one a month or one a week or something. That you get a shipment every so often.
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but
No,
I see where you're going from.
I get really excited if someone says, "Oh, you've won a lifetime supply or something." You'd be thinking, "Oh my god!" And then when they say quavers, you'd be like, "Ah."
That would be great until you decide to stop making the salt and vinegar ones again. Then I'm left with the cheese ones, and I don't want those all my life. I don't buy them anyway.
Yeah.
So, it's not much of a prize. Give me a lifetime supply of nice and spicy knickknacks instead.
Nice and spicy knickknacks.
Yeah, I can do that. Or bacon, wheat crunchies.
Yeah, the spicy tomato wheat crunchies. Or the
Spicy tomato wheat crunchies.
Oh, salt and vinegar discos. I mean, I think that would be the win.
I don't know. I think after about 2 bags, you'd probably have enough.
Well, then it's a good deal. I give you a lifetime supply if you're only ever going to eat 2
I
bags.
was just going to say, lifetime. If I tried to eat like loads of them, my life wouldn't be very long. That's the plan, isn't it? Let's kill him through consumption of discos that are so strong they've burned his insides out.
You think that's what they're thinking when they're making the offer? Oh, this guy's won a lifetime supply. Have some more. No. Why don't you just have some more? Oh, was this too many discos now? Oh, I'm so sorry. Why did you enter the competition if you didn't want this many discos?
I thought it was strange. I didn't enter no competition.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I thought it was gonna be good.
This is murder. Oh dear.
So yeah. After that,
That happened.
Was that more entertaining than WrestleMania Backlash?
yes. I only saw about half of it.
Right. Can I just explain? You only saw about half of it?
Yeah.
Why?
Which half?
The latter half.
Did you not see the zombies? Was that in the first half?
I saw it. Yeah.
Saw it. Okay. Well, that was the worst half then.
Yeah.
I think Mom wanted me to eat dinner with her out in the living room, so I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then that was during like the beginning of the show. And when I came back to, I think it was shortly before the lumberjack match, I believe. Because I saw the bit where John Morrison was walking backstage and he was checking in on him, and it was like all zombies in the locker room. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so bad.
And it was.
And it was, yeah.
I tried to claim that Batista had sent the zombies.
Yeah.
And Batista was like, no.
Yeah, I saw his tweet to the guy.
Shit.
Yeah, I saw his tweet saying, "I'm on a plane, dude. You think I book zombies? Get in touch with Vince."
Although they did show a tweet on screen, which is supposedly from him, saying.
Yeah, he did say, "I'm sending some friends," but the guy really had a go at him on Twitter about it, going, "Thanks a lot, Dave."
Well done, Dave. Dickhead.
And he was like, "You think I booked zombies?"
How would you go about booking zombies? Do they have like one agent? Is there like the zombie agent in Hollywood?
Yeah, I suppose there is.
There must be.
Probably just like you probably just have to contact like George A. Romero and just say we're looking.
He would know.
We're looking for a shitload of zombies. None of them makeup ones, the ones that actually legitimately just walk around everywhere.
I need you to go out and find me
the undead.
1,000 actual people, turn them into zombies. I want them like fresh zombies.
Yeah.
And then ship them over to, I don't know, wherever it is they are.
It'll be all good for them because, they'll get to eat a wrestler.
Yeah. Swarm the Miz.
I'm trying to find.
So yeah.
One of them was hiding under the announce table.
Yeah, how the hell did you not
notice that?
Yeah, how do you not notice that?
Was he like just snacking on Michael Cole's leg or something?
No, it was the Raw guy, so it would have been ad invert.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Well, then you've already found your answer there. The guy probably just thought it was Vince.
Just chewing his ankles up.
Yeah, he didn't have a clue what was going on anyway, so he just went with it.
So yeah, it took me 2 sittings to watch this show, and then Laura said to me the following morning, she went, "Did you watch the wrestling?" And I was like, "No." It's a bit weird for her to ask that have I watched the wrestling. I thought, And then she asked me again later on, and I was like, "No." And then when I went to pick her up from work later on, she was like, "Have you heard anything or seen anything from the wrestling yet?" And I'm like, "No." I went, "Something's happened, hasn't it? Because you've heard something."
Does she
you
watch
just
it?
No.
So how would she have?
Well,
heard
this is it. So
I
I
mean,
was
clearly
like,
she knows something.
So I was like, "So something's happened, or you've heard of something?" She went, "Yeah, I do know something." So I was like, "All right." And I thought, well, Laura doesn't give a damn about anything that happened. So I'm thinking the only thing that I can think of is it's to do with Daniel Bryan because she likes Daniel Bryan, or for some bizarre fucking reason something's happened with CM Punk. Because that's the only 2 things I could put Laura to. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, nah, surely not. I thought, So I watched the rest of this show then for that night, and God was I disappointed. I mean, I sat there and I was like, and then I watched the main event and I'm thinking, ooh. And then Cesaro's getting beat up at the end and I thought, this is lining up for someone to run out and do a save here. I thought, is it just going to be Daniel Bryan? I don't know. Show goes off the air with Seth Rollins and I was like, okay. So I went downstairs. I said to Laura, I said, I've just watched the wrestling. She went, oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that was a bit disappointing. She went, what do you mean? I said, well, what was it you were on about? She's like, oh, I saw that Rey Mysterio and his son won the tag title. And I was like, for fuck's sake. I was like, you just made an even shit show.
Oh.
And she thought that you would be like hyped about that.
Yeah, well, not hyped. I think
I mean,
it's
obviously,
just a general interest because she didn't know.
I
I think she remembered like from Eddie Guerrero and stuff, and there being an involvement there with.
there was an involvement.
No,
Nice
not
comment.
involvement, but I mean, like, just remember that time, and she didn't. I don't know if she actually knew he was a wrestler.
Does she know that he's his real dad?
He won the match with a frog splash.
There's a tweet on the screen, by the way, from Batista about saying, sorry I couldn't make it, but some of my friends will. Clearly he meant the Mysterios. I mean, Ray was supposed to be his friend, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So yeah, so that just was a little bit me.
Yeah. I guess we better get into that then. The WrestleMania Backlash show.
Oh, yeah, you want to... Here, we can get the music going. Sorry, because that's what you're trying to queue up here.
Oh, I don't get the music anyway, so
sorry.
doesn't make much difference to me.
Sorry. I forgot to open up the player here. There it is. I gotta lower it so we don't deafen everybody, and there we are.
We're in pay-per-view mode.
Yeah.
For the first pay-per-view of the new season, the WrestleMania 38 season.
That's right.
Oh.
The one that could be taking place in the UK.
It's definitely not taking place in the UK.
No.
They would have
It should have been taking place in the UK.
Yeah.
It might do if there's another pandemic.
You think we're getting it, not Saudi?
Yeah, good point.
definitely Saudi. So apparently there was a pre-show match announced, and we all missed it.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah. So I guess that means none of us were watching live, right?
Right.
No.
No.
I didn't see
Well,
the...
you usually do.
I didn't see the pre-show, no.
Ah.
I watched the show live, I didn't see the... No.
Well, Sheamus and Ricochet had a match, and for no points, does anyone want to guess how that one?
Oh, hang on, I did see that. Yeah, I did.
Oh,
It was not
Sheamus
memorable, I
must
forgot
have
it.
won.
Sheamus did win.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Sheamus because of I saw an image of him funny facing Ricochet on
Yeah.
on Twitter. I was like,
Funny
alright.
facing again. Did we do this last week?
Yeah,
What's funny,
Funny
facing?
facing.
Oh, with the fingers, fish hooking.
yeah, the fish hook,
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
the fish hook funny face,
The funny face.
Yeah, Ricochet stole his coat, didn't he?
something like that. I don't know.
Just stole
It's a
his-
weird thing to start a match over.
Well, you know.
There's been weirder things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheamus beat Ricochet. That's the thing.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So then we opened the show with that new Raw announcer guy,
Adnan Burke.
Adnan Burke.
He's awful, by the way. Beans, you were right.
Yeah. So I
He's
haven't
awful.
seen him on anything yet. The first I hear from him was him giving facts like WrestleMania Backlash is the first pay-per-view to
Oh,
have
gotcha.
the WrestleMania in its name that isn't WrestleMania.
Well,
Yeah, he didn't help his case, did he?
You know what he reminds me of? He's like, it'd be great when the game comes out, because he just repeats things all the time. So it'd be great on the game, because that's all I
Yeah,
like.
he does. He sounds like he's doing commentary on WWF Warzone on the
Yeah.
PlayStation 1.
Every time Orton comes out, he actually didn't do it on the pay-per-view, but on Backlash, on Raw, every time Orton comes out, during his entrance, he always comes out with the JBL quote. You know, if you could build a wrestler from the ground up.
Triple H is a cerebral assassin.
He has a devastating The Rock Bottom.
So,
The lights are on, but no one's home.
I think I should like him.
every time something what's the word? Vaguely impactful might happen. You know, one of them. Normally, if it was JR, he might say, "Oh my God," or
My God.
something like that. Yeah. His one is, "Oh my goodness." My goodness. Yeah,
Book used to say goodness a lot.
he did actually, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a Booker thing.
Have you seen the clip? It's a clip from a long time ago. It's going around Twitter again now. From when Booker T commentated on his own match while he was in the match in TNA.
I didn't see him. I remember him commentating with Kevin Nash
Yeah,
or
that's the
Chet
same.
Lemon. Chet Lemon and Black Snow, as I remember.
It's the same thing, but he gets up and starts taking part in the match with a mic in his hand and carries on commentating. It's really good, actually. It's
Look at the intensity in his eyes.
That's one of the best TNA moments, I think.
Yeah, it was brilliant. But yeah, I'm not big shit.
Yeah. I said Beans, but I meant Will, because Will brought it up last week about Adnan commentating, and it just sounds like Graves just doing all the heavy lifting for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for God knows reason, I actually watch Raw. So you really do notice it on Raw, because obviously you get 3 hours of the man. And yeah, he just, like you say, he starts off well, and you think he's going to be okay, and then he just loses his way, and then has to stop. And then Graves takes over.
Yeah.
It's not going to last. I mean, we'll get to the news later, but they've announced they're going to go on tour again. I can't see him last until then.
Fair enough.
That's not that far away, is it? Like
No.
July or something?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be gone by then?
Well, I think they're going to use this because they're talking about new sets, aren't they, and stuff.
Oh, really?
Well, they can't really use the Thunderdome set, can they? They have to be. If they're going to have fans back, they're going to have something different.
I couldn't
It's
see a
pretty much go
thing.
back to
There was
the
a goddamn LED board on my chair.
Yeah.
God.
But they just go back to the old set that they've got. Like the stage part is pretty much the same.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying, because like the Raw skateboard ramp was kind of cool.
I didn't
SmackDown
like
had
that
lasers.
I didn't like the most recent Raw set.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
I just want something that doesn't look the same as the last 15 sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. Apparently, they're looking at new sets and stuff. So
And give them an identity. And I mean, I know we talk about SmackDown and the Fist and stuff, but at least make them look different, especially a pay-per-view, for God's sake.
yeah, that's what I think. I think they're going to be used as just like a bit of a relaunch. At least for the weekly shows anyway. Maybe not the pay-per-views, but at least for the Raw and SmackDown. Apparently there's a story going around that Fox are really pushing them to bring fans back.
Yeah, because they paid $1 billion for SmackDown.
Yeah, they'd like to see a return on that investment.
Yeah. I would.
You invested
So,
in the wrong thing, my friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see if they do some kind of relaunch, I can see Mr. Verk getting his marching orders. They won't fire him. I think they'll stick him on main event or something, where no one can see him.
Or hear him.
Trouble is we don't want to hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first pay-per-view called WrestleMania that isn't WrestleMania. It's a great start.
Stupid line.
My goodness.
My goodness.
That opened with Rhea Ripley beating Asuka and Charlotte Flair in a three-way. Charlotte really has a new face, doesn't she? I knew
Yeah.
she had a new face before, but now it's again. Every different camera angle, she looked like someone else, and none of them were Charlotte. She looked a lot like Maurice in one of the as she was coming down to the ring, and then she looked like someone else later on. I can't remember who. But yeah, that's
The
not her
question
face.
is do you think that it's a better face than the one that she was born with?
I'm not sure what the right answer to that is. if I was a nice guy, what would I say?
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? I mean, it's like you said, it's not even like it's kind of like, you know, there's that thing, isn't there, where people get cosmetic surgery and everyone kind of starts looking the same, don't they, kind of thing, and it's just a bit surreal when you see someone that does, like you say, is supposed, you know, it's obviously the same person, but does not look like the same person whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how far they go with stuff like this, but you'd think someone at WWE would get involved and go, what are you doing that for? I mean,
Why?
you seen what they're like when they, what was it, that Eva Marie once, when she dyed her hair?
Yeah, you remember they used to have to check out any tattoos that you were planning on getting. They had to approve your tattoos because they had like action figures and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can get a whole new face. And that's fine.
Yeah, but as we know with action figures from
They never
recent
look.
revelations, they just don't look right, do they, anyway?
Maybe that's what
Unless-
she was doing. She was trying to make herself look like her action figure.
Unless you're Shawn Michaels, very happy and bald. You seem to look spot on then.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Bald Michaels.
Oh,
You could have gone with Shorn. Shorn is actually
Sure.
that. Yeah, because that's like a sheep, you know. Bald Michaels, that's not good.
bald Michael!
right there. Okay.
I know, it sounds better when you say bald. It's just how you say it.
So that's points for all of us except for Smoot, who thought Charlotte was going to win it, and I don't blame him, she usually does. Anything about this match? I remember basically nothing.
Charlotte got chucked out of the ring, and it was just never seen again. At one point. So.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot about it myself, actually.
There you go.
I feel like this was one where there was... Oh man, I wish I could remember what it was. Someone got hit with a really big move and then popped up like nothing had happened. Because it was one of those matches where they go from spot to spot to spot and there's just nothing in between.
Was it Austin Aries?
Yeah, exactly that kind of... Yeah. But no, it was like it was a finisher in the match, and then that person then had to break up a pin or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, if it was Ripley's finish or whatever. Oh no, I think it was the moonsault to the outside. Charlotte did the moonsault to the outside, and then whoever she landed on, Rhea, I guess, rolled right back in seconds later.
Oh.
Like there was just no time to sell anything. This happens all the time. This is what I don't like about wrestling these days.
Charlotte moonsault. She didn't get all of it.
She didn't get all of it. She lands on her feet.
Oh.
Got the athleticism. Anyways, so that's points. That's good. I like that one. Happy with that. Then we had the aforementioned Mysterios beating the Dirty Dogs. We didn't mention the Dirty Dogs beat up Dominic backstage before the match. Threw him into a corner and just kicked him a bit, and then ran a flight case into him or something. Smashed him with something.
Yeah, I think it was this match that I partially came in on. Because I saw Ray getting beat up, and I was like, oh, okay, where's Dominic? And then they put that over, and I'm like, oh, okay. So they're giving him the classic babyface underdog. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. It was.
Can I just say as well that I really disliked the attire of Batman and Robin.
But what about Ray and Dominic?
Oh, got him.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Got him.
I'm gonna have to look this up because I didn't even pick up on that.
I didn't actually.
Well, Rey Mysterio was wearing the Adam West inspired Batman attire. And,
see that, yeah.
And Dominic's was a play on Robin's, and it had the Ray thing and the same R as how Robin was on the...
I didn't pick up on the Dominic one.
Yeah, I'm with Beans on that one. Don't like it.
So, I wasn't a fan of it, but there we go. Small things.
Yeah, I don't know that as Robin. I think Robin is like the red one from the cartoon.
What if Laura said that, Rey Mysterio won, and he was wearing a shite Batman and Robin outfit? That would be great.
So that was that one. Dominic got taken out before the match. He's in the trainer's room, gets told he can't compete. Ray says, I'll just win it for us both then. Gets beaten up a lot. Dominic comes out for the save. Ray doesn't want to tag him. Eventually does, and they get multiple hot tags and comebacks and stuff. They eventually win. Dominic wins the belts with a tribute to his dad, a big frog splash. And the first ever father-son tag team champions. It's a nice stat, but it's sham because they're not.
Yeah, not true.
Who's the other then?
Who's what?
Who's the other one? Who's done it before?
No one. They said it's the first ever.
Yeah.
But it's not. Because they're not.
Ray's not his dad.
Not his real dad, anyway.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Just like Yokozuna wasn't really Japanese.
I'm all over the place. Never mind.
So that was new tag champions. That's great. I think we all went for the Mysterios. So that's points all round.
Good old faith in Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode there.
Yeah. They've been tag champions since like January or something. You'd never know.
There's the show, the dirty bastards. Dirty
I should have said that last week. It's stuck.
Dirty
Filthy shit.
What do we have? Is there anything here about the ring was surrounded by zombies? No. So there was a couple of backstage things. I can't remember exactly because it was just nothing. Miz Morrison hanging out backstage. Morrison goes to check on the lumberjacks. He opens the door of the dressing room and it's all zombies. I don't know. I don't get it. He acts like they're actual legit zombies. And then they go out to the ring and all of the lumberjacks are zombies.
Hashtag paid sponsorship.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Can I just say that for some reason it was one of them things that as soon as you saw it, was like, well, this is going to be a shit show, isn't it? Like, but the thing that really annoyed me about it was the Damian Priest firing a bow into the screen at the top to reveal the logo of the film.
Yeah.
That was the kind of like, oh. And I don't know why, because the whole thing is obviously horrific. But
I didn't think they go as far with it as they did. I didn't think they do the full like match in that way. I think
I was explaining it to Laura as well, and she was just like, "You what?" And I'm like, "You know what?" I went, I don't even know anymore. I said, and the worst bit is I even laughed at one bit, and I shouldn't have. the bit where later on in the show they went back to Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, and he just casually said, "Oh yeah, he went. John Morrison got it over there before by two zombies." It proper tickled me, and I'm like, "Why am I laughing?" I was like, "Oh god, this is horrific."
The whole thing was one of them moments where, you know, when you're 34 and someone says to you, "Why do you watch wrestling?"
Yeah.
I don't. I swear I don't. I was watching porn and then the channel slipped over and I'm sorry.
And then you go to them, "Oh no, wrestling's good. You know, it's entertainment. You need to give it a chance. Have a look at this match." Oh god.
Yeah, people always manage to find out these things, don't they, when they're not fans? And they go, "Oh, what was that about? There's zombies on wrestling." Oh, what are you on about?
And maybe if it was around Halloween, you know, people could kind of be like, "All right, I get it. It's, you know, zombies, ha ha ha." But no, this is like middle of May for a movie directed by Zack Snyder that we're supposed to somehow take seriously. Like, I'm sorry.
Zack Snyder's actually a guy, right? He's
Well,
not nothing.
Debatable.
Okay.
What?
I thought he was like a big deal.
He's,
Also debatable.
well, no, there's...
He got good rep, is the word, isn't it, for that Justice League thing he did. He's a when you say he's a cult? I said cult. Cult director.
Right, I mean, the thing is yes, it's a film that is not... It's not like a shit, like, you know, Money Plane.
It's not like a shit.
Money Plane.
Money Plane.
It's... it's,
Well, Big Dave was on Jonathan Ross promoting it.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like one of the... If it was, you know, normal times, it'd be seen as like a big summer blockbuster.
So why is it being released now and not in October?
because it's the summer and all the big films come out in the summer.
Is this a big? It's on Netflix.
It's
Yeah.
a big film, yeah, but that was the big thing about it. It was only recently purchased where it was going to be shown on Netflix because of Zack Snyder's dodgy history with Warner Brothers. So it was kind of a fuck you to Warner Brothers, I think.
Isn't that one of them they've been sitting on for a while because of the pandemic?
Yeah. Also, it's a movie about a casino heist, I believe, during a zombie apocalypse. I believe.
Yeah, that kind of makes it sound like Money Plane, but
Yeah.
it isn't. But yeah, this isn't like, you know, I mean, you're talking something stupid. It probably got a budget of about $100 million or something.
Yeah.
So it's not like a, you know.
I'll say it would have been a big deal, I think, if it wasn't post-pandemic. Can we say that now? Are we post-pandemic?
No.
And it's
We'll see.
it's the same. Zack Snyder as well. One of his first directorial films was Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
So it's a well, it's not exactly a follow-up, but obviously he's
Like
gone
I say,
back to.
he's getting a good reputation from that Justice League thing he's done. He did the cut of that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Apparently I've not seen it, but apparently it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And it was done for 4 hours.
It is. It's a 4-hour film. It's long, but my God, it feels like it's about the first hour of Raw.
I don't know how. Like, I watched the normal Justice League, and I don't know how you could make a good film out of that.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say didn't really like the first one, but that was the first one, the original.
The amount of stuff that Joss Whedon cut out of that original film and fucked up was unbelievable. But also, it's rose-tinted glasses kind of thing in the fact that if all this didn't happen and Zack Snyder's film came out first and we got this 4-hour thing in cinemas, everyone would have gone, yeah, it's a good film, but you've made it way too long.
Mm.
But Zack Snyder doesn't know how to make short films.
Or get straight to the point.
Yeah, I mean, even this Army of the Dead is like 2.5 hours, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh God, you weren't lying. It actually is 4 hours long.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a proper 4 hours long,
Also, Jared Leto's a shit Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I'll say is whilst there's been a lot of question marks around Ben Affleck and Jared Leto as Batman and Joker, the interaction between the two characters that wasn't seen before that was done for the Zack Snyder cut is probably the best encounter between Batman and Joker on screen.
Rather.
You can think about something there. I've always been a big hater, if you like, of long films. I can't, anything over like 2.5 hours, I get bored. But then, you just said something there that I can sit there and watch Raw.
So I mean, it's crazy.
What the hell's wrong with me?
You're watching Raw. Do you watch Raw live?
If I'm not in work the next day, I will.
That's what I've found the real struggle is all the ad breaks.
Yeah, like,
If you can watch it without ad breaks, then you can get it done in an hour and a half. Easy.
yeah. If I watch it live, I have to be doing something else, like I'll be playing a game or something, or aimlessly browsing the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't just sit there and watch it live.
Yeah, I like to say the only times that I'll end up trying to watch anything live like that is like, you know, Raw after Mania kind of thing, and even that has been absolutely pointless. And I've just given up on it, especially this year.
I've been watching SmackDown live actually, because that's not too bad, especially on Friday night as well. So that's watchable. But again, you do have the advert issue, not as much, but you do have the same issue.
Yeah, ads and recap videos. Do without them. So yeah, right. Zombies match. Miz and Morrison come out. Zombies swarm them. Damian Priest comes out. They don't seem to care very much about him.
Yeah.
Kind of gets away with it. He just walks on in. But the zombies are well behaved for most of the match. They just stay on the outside like they're supposed to. That's cool. And then eventually they eat the Miz.
So do you remember me having a bit of a go? Do you remember me having a go last week about how lumberjack matches are the worst type of matches in the history of wrestling?
Yeah.
Does this kind of prove my point?
No. This isn't a normal lumberjack match. This could have been anything, and with that many zombies, it's gonna fail.
It could have been Hell in a Cell, which is next month. It might come back.
It could be like the kennel from Hell, but with zombies between the cages.
Yeah, that'd be all right. At least for the visual of it worked for the Undertaker's entrance.
Yeah.
I also don't understand why is the concern that Miz got ate by zombies because they were all lying on top of him. Yet John Morrison was all right, even though he got pulled to the depths of hell by 2 zombies on the outside.
It's called bad writing.
Bad writing, could be.
And you see a tweet from The Miz. Guys, I feel great after last night's match. Promise. That's just a picture of him as a zombie for like
That's a zombie.
Is that The Miz?
Yeah.
As they supposed to have torn his ACL?
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Well, I mean, it got eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say
by a zombie's mouth.
I'm sure a lot of ligaments got torn if he got eaten alive by a zombie. Do I get a half a point for who gives a shit, by the way?
No.
Damn
if you're getting half a point, I'm getting half a point because of how much I moaned about a lumberjack match.
I want a point just for watching it.
Well, you get a point for being right.
Sitting through it.
Cheating through it.
That would have been more advisable.
Yeah.
More
Really
productive.
good time for a break. I was listening to an old, what was it? It's a Observer, Brian and Vinny show. They were reviewing a Saturday night's, that's a WCW Saturday night, I think, and they had a lumberjack on there, but it was before it was called a lumberjack match. They promoted it as a human cage match, and they referred to the lumberjacks as cage men.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Cage.
What year was it? 1975.
It was, surprisingly late. It had Vader and Foley on it, so it can't have been like super late. It must have been mid-90s.
What, as kids in the crowd?
No, as featured performers. They're building up that match. Yeah, human cage match. That's better than lumberjack.
I'll take it.
Right.
I prefer lumberjack. For some reason.
So that's points for me and Will, I think. Is it? Yeah. You guys went for Miz. Not only did he not win, he actually got eaten by zombies. Then, luckily, the zombies all left. That was fortunate because that could have ruined the rest of the show.
Yeah. Can't believe he went like when they should have done.
Yeah. It's lucky. I guess they paid, for the match, and that's it. No point sticking around. Plenty of other people to eat in catering.
Well, yeah.
That's why half the roster's gone now, isn't it?
Bianca Belair defends against Bayley and ends up winning. That's all I can remember of this one.
Yeah. Bayley had something in her hair heading into this match. I couldn't see what it said. Like it might have just been Belair's name or something like that.
Yeah, they were talking about it on commentary, I think.
Yeah, she did something recently about Cole, didn't she? She said something about Michael Cole in her hair. She keeps having a go at him.
Oh, of course.
Which is understandable.
I would never get Cole shaved into my hair, no matter how much I dislike him.
It was like a tribute, wasn't it?
Exactly,
hate you
yes.
so much, I'm going to have your name shaved into my head.
Yeah, I can't remember what the call thing was all about, but yeah, it stems from that basically.
So even the recap here is Bianca Belair defended the women's championship against Bayley. Belair won the match after using a braided hair to gain leverage during the pinfall. There's nothing about this. It was a quarter of an hour. Yeah, 16-minute match. That's just nothing.
Bayley
They
was
wrestled
upset
for
at the
a while.
finish. Yeah. She was like
There
trying
was
to
a lot of hair.
Yeah, it was like her hair was like got stuck on her foot or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know how long they can go on using Bianca's hair for all of her matches. She's got long hair, I get it. It's cool when she does the whip, but does everything have to be pulling the hair, like, constantly?
Yeah, sure.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And that is points all round again. Bianca had to win a match, and she did. WWE Championship now. Triple threat here. And another champion retains. Bobby Lashley beats Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre at the same time. He didn't stack them up, though.
Yeah.
Stack them up and pin them both. But he did beat
Well, that's because he's the secondary champion, isn't he?
Yeah, only the WWE champion. Points all round again. Everyone went for Lashley to retain.
Yeah, after he got
He
sent
did.
through the breakaway LED boards there.
I must say, actually, that LED spot, I didn't mind it. I thought that was the right. I actually made a comment to myself at the time of happening, saying that was probably more impactful than the bomb in the ring. AEW.
Oh god, yeah, definitely.
Because it just kind of looked. Actually, yeah, we know it's little sparklers on the edge of the thing, and as soon as it's come off, it's just thingy. But also, you know, if it was someone threw me through some electrical thing, I'm sure there'd be a couple of sparks or whatever. It were fine.
Maybe.
It
I
was
think it is-
believable.
It's actually a genuine like screen as well, so that made it more believable. The fact it was actually, you know, it was an actual LED thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
So yeah, I thought it was a good spot. Predictable, obviously, and all that, but
Well, yeah, I think you said it on Twitter. You think you'd be used to getting thrown through LED boards by now?
Yeah. He built up a resistance to it, and that's how he won the match.
he came back stronger, if anything.
Powered him up.
That's what he needed.
It's like when you attack the boss in a video game and you think you've got them killed, and then all of a sudden, like, the health bar goes
Second
back
health
up
bar.
to the top, and they just fucking, like, murder the shit out of you and you've got nothing left.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, with Lashley, where did this scar on his cheek come from?
Did he have a scar?
A scar on his cheek.
Yeah, we mean to watch that. He has got a little mark there, isn't he?
Because I noticed when, I mean, obviously it's happened in, you know, recent times, because I remember him having it like as if it was a cut on his face. But it looks really like quite a deep scar.
Scar on his cheek. Let me see.
He hasn't got it on his
It's not on anything, and when if he
Promo.
stands at a certain angle, it's not as obvious, but
So this, it was put up on Reddit a month ago, and a lot of people say it was a bagel cutting incident.
What?
I don't know, but I'm like searching through this Reddit thread, trying to find
I
an
hope
actual
for
answer.
his sake he had a really bad angle, bro. He was pissed.
I would say, I believe it was a bagel cutting accident. I too heard it was a bagel cutting accident. As someone who's eaten a bagel and has a scar, I can confirm this is a bagel cutting accident. It was a bagel cutting accident, bro. You gotta believe me. It was definitely a
this is
bagel
like-
cutting incident.
This is like some kind of code word, isn't it?
Yeah.
sounds like it.
So apparently it was a match with Keith Lee where he runs him into the ring post.
I know another thing I have to mention as well. I know that wrestlers have their own sets of, like what happens in matches and their own routines and stuff, and I get that. But two things that I'm really over that really annoy the hell out of me is every Rey Mysterio match he either has to slide out on his gut to the outside by force himself, or someone does it to him. And it's just like, fucking just stop it, please. And the other one is Braun Strowman deciding to run into every fucking turnbuckle that exists. It's like every match he goes in like once or twice, every bloody match into a fucking turnbuckle. It's just like, mix it up.
It's a turnbuckle or other things, like he'll often just
just
run and then someone will sidestep and he'll run into the LED boards or something, yeah. Does it
no
all
wonder
the time.
we had a bloody storyline where Shane said he was stupid. Why wasn't that why wasn't that his like main thing that he fucking come up with as his argument against him?
Are you talking about this?
You are stupid. You are stupid, Braun. You just keep running into things.
Are you talking about this little mark right here, Beans? On his face? On his cheek?
Oh, hang on. Sorry. I had the... Yeah.
Is that it? That's the bagel? The quote-unquote bagel?
Yeah, bagel cakes.
But the thing is that's not particularly a good picture, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it's WWE.com.
No, I don't mean that. What I'm saying is, like, if he's in a promo thing when he's wearing shades or whatever and he's not sweating like mad and it's covering it up a bit, it's quite prominent how it stands out, and it's like, that is quite a significant mark that's obviously not fading. And I thought, I wonder how he did it, kind of thing, because it was just one of those where 1 minute he had it, 1 minute he didn't, kind of thing.
That's not far off where Brock Lesnar has his scar. Just saying.
What do you mean, just saying?
It's just weird, isn't it? They've both got a face scar right around that time. Bobby Lashley wins the title just as Brock Lesnar is not seen anymore. Never seen them in the same place at the same time. Just throwing it out there.
I'm not quite sure what you're getting at.
No,
I'm saying they're one and the same.
I was just going to say, it sounds like you're going to say something really dodgy, like it's just Brock Lesnar doing blackface.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't believe you would say that.
That's shocking, that thing.
Disgusting. I cancel you. So loud.
I can't believe you said that.
Obviously, Lashley doing whiteface the whole time.
Good thing. They do have kind of strange voices as well.
They do. They have higher voices than you'd expect. Yeah. I mean, the similarities are endless, really. I'm surprised this hasn't been put together before.
The same initials as well.
It's true.
Oh my god!
It's true.
This is quite scary. Oh my god. That's brilliant.
Main event.
Main event. Moving on.
Switching gears.
Lashley won, yeah, points. And then finally, 30 minutes this match, pretty much half an hour long.
I believe
Reigns beats Cesaro.
that.
Believe it or not.
Holy shit, I think I got every match right.
Yeah, well, just don't get ahead of ourselves. I'm building some tension here. But yes, he did. Cesaro put up a good fight. Didn't even try a swing, as far as I can remember. He looked good through the whole thing. But
He did, but horseshit. What a horseshit finish.
Yeah, technical submission.
It was always the kind of way that they were going to go, though, wasn't it?
I mean, he didn't drop the arm 3 times, the ref. He only did it once.
They don't
It's
anymore. It's just
yeah,
one,
it's
isn't it?
stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I think time's of the essence, to be honest. If someone's been seriously choked out and, like, you know, I'd be quite concerned that if the doctors said that, you know, he wouldn't have had brain damage if some idiot referee didn't take 25 seconds lifting his arm up and then seeing whether he had any kind of motion in his body.
So they'll modernize that, but zombies.
One of those things. Since MMA got bigger, and they just jump in, don't they? As soon as you kind of go out.
Yeah, you just know, don't you?
Yeah, they don't drop an arm. Definitely not 3 times.
Oh, shit.
One! He's dead!
Because it never goes down 3 times. They always hold it up at the end of that second drop.
Yeah. Just recuperating, you know, in the middle of this chokehold so that they can build the energy up to escape it. Like it's got better over the last 15 seconds.
Imagine if you were a wrestling fan and you got into MMA and didn't know that rule, and you're being choked out and thought, okay, I'm gonna wait for that second arm drop, and then you get called like, no, I was fine.
I was building my energy.
I thought I had 2 more drops of the arm. Oh.
Yeah, that's Cesaro's argument for a rematch.
Yeah. He's got other things to deal with first. Yeah, let's go to that one. So Reigns wins, Cesaro's out. Main event Uso shows up, and he wants to attack Cesaro. Reigns lets him. He has to ask permission for some reason. He attacks Cesaro. Then out comes Seth Rollins. Does he need to be a thing, Seth Rollins?
God, no, not. Especially when he can't dress himself.
Another paternity leave or something.
Yeah, especially when he can't dress himself.
Yeah. Where did that come from? And then he attacks Cesaro as well. Stomps him on the outside. So lots of people.
And he did the same thing on Raw as well. This is Cesaro. Or SmackDown, sorry.
Cesaro was on SmackDown? Thought they'd write him out for a little while.
You'd think, but no, he was on SmackDown for some reason, and Seth Rollins just basically did the same shtick.
Great.
Yeah.
The Cesaro experiment is over then, I guess. He's,
$1 billion SmackDown. Fox paid for.
In the middle of the match there, Reigns was choking out Cesaro or something and decided to say into the camera, DB, I've got your boy right here.
Yeah, like that's going to make him come back.
Back.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
You think?
I personally
It was one of those things, wasn't it? As soon as he mentioned it, because again, I'm watching it thinking that something's going to happen. So I thought, well, he's mentioned Daniel Bryan now, so he's got to be coming back.
I really hope he doesn't, but
I think Daniel
Always
Bryan
the devil.
Danielson's going to be in the Casino Battle Royale for Double or Nothing here next week.
right. I'd much
Apparently, Heyman mentions him on Talking Smack. So, I don't know what he said exactly, but if they mention his name, then surely they must be hinting at something.
Either that, or they're just desperately hoping that he's going to sign.
I
Mentioning him.
They kept hyping up Dean Ambrose when Ambrose said he was leaving. So
Yeah, I think they had a secret hope that was going to change as well, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that is points for me. Beans Will. Smoot had faith in Cesaro.
yeah, goddamn.
Would have been nice.
Oh.
Would have been nice. So at the end of that show, we missed the pre-show match, so it was only 6. Smoot starts off the year in 4th place, only 4
Great.
points out of the 6.
That
over
means to go
50%.
on there, pal.
Are you kind of upping your target this year? You've done 50% pretty consistently the last couple of years. Is it 75 now, or
I hope so.
They'll jump up to 60? Or...
It was more than
Yeah.
50 on the last season, so
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. Wasn't far off. It was pretty close. Second is Beans with 5 out of 6. and me and Will up on top of the world ain't gonna stop us now. That was Total Divas, by the way.
Alright. Hold on.
I've noticed that Smoot's put my prediction of Miz in yellow instead of red.
Alright, I just left it unhighlighted with the green, that's all.
Oh. That was me thinking you were like sneakily giving me half a point for picking.
Half a point.
No.
Well,
Alright, I can make it red if you
that-
want. I mean, that's...
that burst my bubble.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be red. Oh, it's even redder than red. That's
Jesus.
the reddest.
That's because he's been eating.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Talking Smack segment, but it's not on there.
I've just found a great quote, totally unrelated, but I think it's worth mentioning, from Heyman from Talking Smack. Apparently they showed a clip of a backstage bit where Nakamura was drinking coffee, and what's her name, Kayla Braxton, mentions, they were talking about the segment, and she, somewhere in what she was saying, said the phrase, "a cup of Joe."
Oh.
To which then Paul Heyman said, "We don't talk about people that don't work here anymore. Former announcers, so let's please leave Joe out of the equation. Okay? We don't talk about Joe. We don't talk about Renee. We don't talk about Charlie. And one day we won't be talking about you."
Oh.
Wow.
Did you see him? There was a backstage little interview thing right after the main event of the pay-per-view, where Reigns and Uso walk out down the steps coming out of Gorilla, and I don't know if it's Kayla, it's one of the interviewers, says, "Roman Reigns, I'd love to get a word with you," and he just walks on by and goes, "I bet you would." Just walks on out.
Nice.
And then he leaves Heyman behind to do a very short promo. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's kind of funny.
Well, speaking of Heyman, if actually, can we focus more on the results of the pay-per-view contest, please, first?
Yeah, let's dwell on that for a while.
I just closed out of Photoshop.
It's okay, we can still talk about it. How many did you get right, Chuck?
You both got them all right.
Somewhere in the region of 6, I think. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Me too. Funny that.
Oh man, that's good. It's a good start. Wonder how many there'll be on the next one.
Yeah.
Which I guess would be. What is the next one?
Hell in a Cell.
Backlash, Hell in a Cell.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Backlash, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania.
What if it? Yeah. What if they just stack all the names like WrestleMania, Backlash, Hell in a Cell?
Backlash, Hell in a Cell, Mania.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, because then it would be Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank.
Oh,
That's lots of work.
Mm.
They should just go with Human Cage.
They should. With a human roof as well.
With a box-like
Not just any
structure.
No, because don't
Human
say that.
box
'Cause
like structure.
the bloody zombies will be back.
Huh. Wonder what brand they're on. It was a Raw match, so I would assume Raw.
ECW, Sci-Fi.
Oh yeah, sure.
Also, we're talking about the Rude and Ziggler before, and the dirty bastards, whatever they're called.
God.
The filthy shits.
I've got a much better name for them. Why did you call them being called Rudolph?
Oh.
You're giving them some terrible ideas for
That's
Christmas.
so bad that it could actually work for them.
Rudolph?
They've been a tag team for nearly 2 years. I can't believe they haven't done that.
No.
Just just basically, yeah, you could definitely just ROO and then a capital D. Oh my god, that works. That fucking works. I can't believe. Yeah, I'm with Chucks. They've been a tag team for a long ass time. That should have been a name for sure.
I want a job in creative.
No, you don't.
The best they came up with is the Dirty Dogs.
Yeah, going back to Payman and SmackDown. I know we haven't done Raw, we're jumping ahead a bit, but it was fairly uneventful. As it always is.
Shocking.
They announced they're going back to touring again.
Did they announce it on TV?
They did. We are leaving the Thunderdome. Sonya Deville was proud to announce.
What's the deal with Sonya Deville? It's all of a sudden she's become like a general manager.
She's like what's his name? Adam Pearce. He just turned up one day and got a job.
So is she done wrestling now?
I don't know. But yeah, going back to SmackDown, so they announced that they were going back on tour and wherever. And then they did. She had some sort of parade of champions, which is what you think it is. You know, they just listed all the champions and had them all come out on stage. And then when she got to the Universal Champion, I thought they played the wrong music. Because next minute you heard the Shields music.
Oh no!
And I thought, hang on, he's changed his music, but he hasn't. Then now they've given the Shields music to Heyman.
Huh.
Because later on the show, he came out and did a little promo.
Yeah, I'm going to say actually, the pay-per-view was the first time I've actually heard Roman Reigns' new theme.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of cool. It takes a bit of getting used to. I didn't like it at first. After a while, you get used to it.
It was time for a change.
It was. But yeah,
I don't think it's badass enough.
No, and I'm not a big fan of Seth Rollins' one either, but...
No.
Yeah.
Whatever. AEW's doing much better in the theme song department lately.
Yeah, I heard Reigns is a new tune, and I don't hate it, but I don't think it fits him. In my opinion. That's just me. As far as AEW goes, no, because I don't like Anthony Ogogo's music. I don't like his smooth jazz for somebody that can just punch people and make them bleed.
I haven't heard his smooth jazz. I haven't seen Dynamite this week.
I liked
check that out.
When I saw they were giving I'm gonna say Dean Ambrose and John Moxley.
Yeah. Wild Thing. Yeah.
Wild Thing.
That also doesn't fit him.
Yeah,
I think it does.
Kind of agree.
The teeny bopper is a little bit better, but it's still no.
No, I think it does. I think it's it's him, and he is a Wild Thing.
All right, Adnan.
Sorry. Hall of Fame with JBL said if you build a wrestler from
the ground up,
they
look like Randy Orton.
My goodness.
Yeah. Fucking. Let me look at my tweets real quick. Let me see what happened on Dynamite.
I didn't see it this week actually.
I didn't hate it, but I know it was a taped show, so I was just like, eh. Oh yeah, the wind took away the streamers from the Young Bucks entrance, which was kind of hilarious, I thought.
Again, they've done the wind.
Yeah,
wind goes into business for itself again.
Yeah, they shot the streamers, and then you see all the streamers just going to the right. Essentially, yeah. It was great. What else?
We haven't talked much about the heel Bucks.
What about them? What about them?
The heel now.
They're a bunch of dorks.
So much better now.
They're a bunch of dorks.
Yeah, They really are. They're cosplaying as mid-90s Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
And it's great.
All of the Elite are basically.
Yeah. So much better. I don't really understand how in the span of a week they've gone from like reluctantly joining in with like their friends beats downs and stuff and kind of, am I gonna shake hands and I don't know, not really part of it, to then suddenly completely embracing the heel life. That came out of nowhere. But I'm kind of glad they did.
That's just the poor storytelling from Dynamite, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there really wasn't much on this show that was really noteworthy. There was 2 women matches, but I mean, they were short and just thrown together. Dean Malenko was there. Unfortunately, you could see his arm shaking around because of his arm was shaking around because of Parkinson's here, real quick, which made me sad.
Has he got Parkinson's?
He's battling, something about early onset Parkinson's, I believe. Yeah, look at his arm. Watch. You see it down here? Or not Parkinson's. Yeah, no, it is Parkinson's. Sorry. Make sure that was right.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was that show? I missed that.
Dean Malenko with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard something, yeah. Don't know where I heard it, but I had heard something like that. Yeah.
That sucks.
Jamie Paxton's just been diagnosed with it as well, apparently.
Really? I didn't know the guy off the Chase, what's his name? The
Sean?
comedian guy.
Oh, Paul Sinner.
Paul Sinner. Yeah, I didn't know he got diagnosed a couple of years ago.
What the hell? Why has everyone got Parkinson's disease now?
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Apparently he's fine. He's living with it and he's okay. But
he wasn't on the new season of Beat the Chase.
That was why. Apparently he wasn't feeling great, but he's okay now. Well, as okay as you can be.
Which one's that? Sorry.
Paul Sinner, the Sinner Man.
It's a good nickname.
I don't know which one's which.
Well, now they come up with that one, don't you?
Yeah. He's the one in the white suit.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
He's a comedian as well.
Yeah, and former doctor.
Yeah.
Why is he not a doctor anymore?
Because he wanted to go into comedy. Same as Harry Hill.
Yeah.
You can imagine how happy his parents were about that.
How happy would you feel if you came out of surgery and found out Harry Hill operated on you?
Well, considering he was never a surgeon, I'd be furious.
Sorry, yeah.
Did you ever see, speaking of Parkinson's, totally off topic as well, did you ever see the sitcom Michael J. Fox made? About he was a news reporter.
What,
Spin
Spin
City?
City?
No. It's quite recent. Well, last 5 years or so.
He did one called the Michael J. Fox Show, didn't he?
That's true. There's also Family Ties.
It was a short-lived thing. It didn't get a second season. I don't think it did even. But
right,
it was really funny because he used a lot of his Parkinson's for jokes. And obviously he was okay with doing that because he was doing it himself. But I can't remember what it was called. He was a news anchor and he had to stop because he got the story is he had to retire because he got Parkinson's. But then he invited him back.
Designated Survivor.
No, that's Keith
Michael J. Fox Show.
That might be it, that rings a bell, but I can't remember if that was what it's actually called.
Michael J. Fox Show.
That could be it.
Yeah, gave up his career as a news anchor.
That's right, it is.
Yeah.
It's worth checking out if you can, because it's really funny.
I saw a video weren't that long ago actually. I think it was, obviously he's been living with it for best part of 25, 30 years now, hasn't he? But yeah, it was really sad because it was. He had the trainers made from Back to the Future.
That's right.
And he was putting them on, but you could see he was really struggling trying to put them on.
Yeah.
Wait, if they were the trainers from Back to the Future, shouldn't they tie themselves?
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But he couldn't even get him on his feet, if you know what I mean. That was the issue.
Yeah.
Ah.
I remember seeing him not so long ago, just before the pandemic actually, because they were doing the Back to the Future musical in Manchester.
Oh yeah.
And I think they had him on Grenada. It was obviously on video call, like, but
Yeah.
they had him on that just before then. And yeah, I mean that was the most recent I've seen him, and he didn't look great.
Oh, it definitely advanced.
Yeah. It's one of them things, you know, because you can have it for years and be fine, and then all of a sudden it just hits you.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I was just going to say that Dean, ironically enough, was on Chris Jericho's podcast a couple of months ago, and that's when he kind of revealed it and such.
Right.
And yeah, he said it's kind of rough getting out of bed some days and things like that. And he was talking about being in public with StarCast, and he was having trouble holding like the microphone and things like that. So. Yeah, that's rough. That sucks. I always liked Dean Malenko in the Texas Cloverleaf on Nitro. It was great to see him on Dynamite in just that little cameo role. I was like, armbar, you know?
Oh, so was he on Dynamite? Was he? Yeah, that's what was you. Oh, sorry, I missed it, but yeah, I didn't quite catch what you were saying. No, that was cool.
Yeah. There really wasn't much on Dynamite. I'm sorry, not to be rude or anything like that, but there just wasn't much.
Wow.
I don't know. It was just like, hey, here's Anthony Ogogo punching out Austin Gunn. That's like the only thing that I really remember. I didn't care for the main event because it had the Bucks in it.
Did Jade Cargill do a promo backstage where she says that she's looking for a manager but doesn't need a manager because she makes her own money and she is that bitch?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how I guessed that might happen.
She's actually in action this Friday, believe it or not, because NBA playoffs. So instead of Wednesday,
right, they moved it.
They're going to be on after SmackDown. So real quick here. And speaking of her, she's going to be issuing an open challenge on Dynamite.
That seems
Friday.
to be the thing to do these days.
Yeah. Miro and Dante Martin for the TNT Championship. Joey Janela, who we haven't seen in forever, against Hangman Page. Ogogo.
Dante Martin, is he top flight?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
I feel like I know the name but can't think who he actually is.
Yeah. Anthony Ogogo, Cody Rhodes with the weigh-in for Double or Nothing. Apparently a celebration of the Inner Circle for some reason. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson going against Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Darby Allin and Caesar Bononi scrapping it up next weekend. Apparently AEW honoring Hikaru Shida because of the 1-year anniversary world championship of her and the title.
Sounds like a lot of excuses to get people in the ring.
Yeah.
Like a weigh-in? Why do you need a weigh-in?
Why do you need a celebration of the Inner
celebration?
Circle?
Yeah.
Why do we need a celebration of somebody holding the title for 1 year when they got bit by Abaddon in the neck? Like,
oh yeah, didn't turn into a zombie though.
Did not, yeah. And then also special night and time, Friday, May 28th, 9 Central. So there you go.
So we had the TV news regarding AEW.
Oh
Changing channel.
Yeah. Everybody's making a big deal out of this. I'm like, okay, cool. They're just switching Turner networks instead of watch TNT.
Is it not a big deal though? Is it not?
For me, it's not that big of a deal. No, Thunder was on TBS.
Is there a bigger channel is one of them bigger than the other, or kind of like a main channel and a little channel? Or...
TNT wasn't
TNT
like
was
I don't know. Of the two, I mean, you could say that, but TNT's not the same TNT from 20 years ago, if you will. They don't show monster movies. They show like they have like a huge block of Marvel movies and whatnot that everybody's seen from like every week, and then there's like whatever. Like I've seen the Kong movie, Kong Skull Island, be the lead-in for a couple of weeks now. I think Ben Affleck's The Accountant is also sometimes the lead-in. Like it's not. Sure, there's basketball, but aside from like that, there's really not much going for TNT. No, peace and love on that.
And what about TBS? What's on TBS?
Usually baseball. Baseball, college hoops, Wipeout with John Cena, as you're fairly aware.
Oh yeah.
I think there's.
Oh, did Cena confirmed for Dynamite?
What's that?
Apparently he's.
Well, that's it then. Cena confirmed for Dynamite.
Isn't he coming back to WWE? Isn't he going to be Big Dog's opponent at SummerSlam?
Oh, really? I haven't heard that.
That's a fairly weak rumor at the moment, but
is that from Wrestling Edge?
That's from the Dirty Sheets.
Oh.
No, I don't know exactly where it's from. It's just one of those things that gets talked about.
No, I don't think it's I don't think it's a demotion. I think it's one network to another.
Well, just from the sheer fact that the movies that you mentioned there, compared with me watching goddamn Peacock's advertisements showing King Kong all the time.
Are they getting another show as well? Doing
in August, I believe.
Rampage.
Which will also be moving to TBS in 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, here real quick. I'll even pull up the website here for you. Creed 2 is one of the hype movies here. Celebrate Asian Pacific American Heritage Month with 47 Ronin. Central Intelligence with The Rock. Fast and Furious 6 with The Rock.
Who's in 47 Ronin?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves,
yeah. Justice League. There you go. Ocean's 8.
The shit one.
Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Suicide Squad. Like, most of these are just movies that everybody's seen, you know? And some of them are good, you know? I'm sure people like Star Wars. You know? Snowpiercer.
I'm sure there are people that like Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Generic comment of the week.
Yeah.
Never actually met one, but
all shows. There's All Elite Wrestling, Animal Kingdom, Claws, The Inside Story, NBA on TNT, Roads to the Top.
Oh, is that Cody Rhodes' new film?
No, that's the. It's like Ms. and Mrs. but with the Rhodeses.
Oh God, really?
Oh, yeah.
I was being sarcastic. Jesus Christ.
So what are they gonna do with the TNT title?
That's what I want to know. Because, like, are they just going to change it to the TBS title? Yeah, that'd be...
That just sounds like the Big Show title.
It does. If we go over here to TBS, I mean, look, we got the Best of Friends Awards, apparently. That's something. You can vote now. I'm sure somebody likes Star Wars movies out there. There's popular movies, ATL, Black Panther, Central Intelligence. That's got The Rock in it. Despicable Me.
Have I just gone into a time warp? Have you just repeated the same thing?
Despicable Me 2, Father of the Bride. That's a classic.
Again, there's some people are Star Wars fans. Central Intelligence has got The Rock in it.
Yeah.
Are you being paid money by this?
I would love it. I would love it if Turner paid me.
Beans. AEW is moving to TBS.
Yeah. They have popular movies
such
as Game Night,
Jesus
Hitch,
Christ.
Liar Liar. That's also a classic.
When are we getting to prediction scores?
McFarlane USA, The Best Man Holiday.
I've heard that apparently Cena might be facing Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
regarding talk of John Cena being on the first WWE show back with fans on 7/16, July 16th, I guess, I was told that this is still being discussed. That comes straight from Dynamite Dave. So, take that to the bank.
We know that we'll love that news.
It must be true for Fiji partner.
Yeah. He
Must
was
mean that
told
someone
it's being
else
discussed.
Someone else reputable must have reported it previously.
So here's all the shows that they have. There's American Dad. There's The Big Bang Theory.
Oh my god!
Chad, Conan,
Central Intelligence going to be on.
The Cube, E-League, Final Space
The Cube.
Friends.
Phil Schofield.
Yeah. So basically, when Dynamite moves
Wait,
to
is it
TBS, it's just
Is it the Cube or is it the film Cube?
no. It's going to be the
It'll be
game
a
show.
film.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
They
Oh.
finally
That like low budget film is actually surprisingly good.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that was like a bit of a sleeper hit, that one.
Mm.
This just looks like Minute to Win It in a box
The Cube's good. I like the Cube.
for $250,000. Oh man. I heard a lot of people say that the Cube over in the UK was really good, but
No one's ever won it except who's the athlete?
over here it's
Um,
Dwayne
Anthony
Wade.
Ogogo.
No.
The Rock, who's also in Central Intelligence.
Yeah,
Mo Farah. He won. He got to the final game on the celebrity one.
What did it?
Yeah, but no. I can say no normal person, but no regular person's ever won it.
let's take a look at
Is
True TV.
is he allowed to go back to his family in America yet, or is Donald Trump still keeping him from being there?
Here on True TV, which is
Farah.
Yeah, he couldn't go after he did some training, high altitude training for one of the like Olympics or something. When Donald Trump put his Muslim ban in, he wasn't allowed back into the United States where his family was living.
He's
Exactly.
famously British now, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
his
he's
family
not
lives
from
in
any bad
America.
countries.
Doesn't he
Hell.
live in America now? I'm sure he's got. That's where he trains, isn't it? He trains out there.
Well, his family was over there anyway, and he wasn't able to actually go and live with his family.
That's insanity.
Exactly. It's like you're saying. It's just madness. Like,
He's
here
playing for the U.
the third Turner network, True TV. They have such movies such as Central Intelligence. Believe it or not.
Who's this?
Impractical
Intelligence.
Jokers. Let's see. Well, let me click on the
if we
third
don't
dot.
get a sponsorship deal out of this, we're never gonna get one.
I know. There's popular movies such as The Best Man Holiday, Black Panther, Despicable Me,
Wait, that's in the wrong order.
Despicable Me
Stop
2,
saying-
Black Panther.
Father of the Bride, Game Night, Hitch, that's a good one, Liar Liar, that's a classic, McFarlane USA, the Lego Batman movie, Wild Wild West, the theatrical cut.
Wild Wild West.
What time to chase on?
Hang on a minute. So the Wild Wild West theatrical cut.
There's
So
7 days left to
what,
watch that.
So does that mean that all the films that you've been yammering on about for the last 5 minutes are not the theatrical cuts?
I don't know. They could just be edited for TV purposes.
Oh my god, the station is terrible.
Sounds like it's like an overly dramatic version. But everyone's really hammy acting.
You never knew
No,
that
no,
you
no,
needed to
actually,
see Wild Wild West, the Snyder cut.
Don't actually play it. Sorry.
That's right.
You'll actually play it. You're
No,
gonna
I
get kicked off.
clicked on it. I clicked on it. I didn't want it to actually play. My goodness. I was just trying to see more info, and it was like, "Here's the movie." I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute."
So you could just watch Wild Wild West right now
Yeah, apparently it's on demand.
for nothing.
Or a world we live in.
Part of
My
the cable
God.
package. Yeah,
Wow.
imagine that.
Or a world.
Imagine
Oh, it's also on TBS as well.
having act.
There's my next movie review.
The theatrical cut of Wild Wild West.
Yeah, why not?
There it is.
But yeah, for me, it's just one Turner network to another. Everything's kind of just homogenized as one.
No, you don't say.
Yeah, I know, right?
Central Intelligence is on all of them.
Yeah, crazy. So I think it's okay. I think the move is fine. Anybody that says it's a downgrade's out of their mind. But I think it's okay. It's a non-issue. Like, pretty much instead of watch TNT for me, it's just gonna be watch TBS, and it's just it's just a different channel. I'm okay with it. I definitely want to know what they're gonna do with the TNT Championship, though. I think they got to commission the TBS title here.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Are they just going to call it a TV title again and just like kind of lose the...
I think would make sense.
In case they, move networks again.
I watched Central Intelligence a while back. Don't have any notes for a proper review, but
It's a decent film, wasn't it?
there's a film had The Rock in it.
Yeah.
Kevin
Kind of
Hart.
funny.
Kevin Hart, yeah.
Had a little heart and a big Johnson.
Oh, you call that the big show?
That's the recipe for a wonderful relationship, though, isn't it?
Oh, they've been in one or two other films together. They've probably been in more films than The Rock and Stifler at this point.
Just going back to SmackDown very briefly.
Yeah.
There was an Intercontinental title match. Fatal 4-Way. It was Big E, Apollo, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. They put this image up on the website. I don't know if you can throw that up, Shrimp.
Yeah, sure. One sec. Hold on.
What the hell is wrong with Sami Zayn?
I've not looked at this. I'm going to wait for it to come up on the show.
Oh my god!
This doesn't sound promising.
What caught his attention here? Hold on. This takes a while because I have to open like 30 different programs here. Hold on. Open file location. Jesus Christ! Look at this. It's like somebody told him, like, look over here. And click.
What the hell? Oh, why didn't they put him on the far left?
Yeah, honestly. I'm not sure what they were thinking of with that photograph.
That is... Right, I'm telling you, as a photographer, someone took that as a piss take.
Probably.
That's an outtake shot. Where they're going, hey, look at this one.
Perfect.
When that
Put it on
guy
the
walked
website.
in when that guy walked in with a with a burger that you like the look of.
God. Should we mention like some of the talent that got cut here this week?
It sounds
yeah,
like
because-
everyone.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Well, yeah, Drake Younger. Supposedly he was
What you call him?
Drake Younger or Drake Wirtz. Sorry, yeah.
Drake Younger.
I was just going to say, I don't know who the hell we're on about here.
Wasn't that his
Sounds like
gimmick
his
name
rap
as a
name.
referee? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what his wrestling name.
yeah.
What's going on here? Who are we talking about?
The overly tan
who
referee
looks
in
much
NXT.
older than he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the tan guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the really tanned guy.
Apparently,
It's good that we've got referees that we can identify. There's the tan guy, the one with the eyebrows, and then there was one that I mentioned had a rather large forehead, and he responded to me on Twitter one time.
Well, you've lost one of them now.
yeah. Yeah, apparently, he's not a very nice man by all accounts.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen some
reports.
things about him.
Yeah.
I've heard that there's been some controversies, but I don't know what exactly.
Apparently, he was a big Q guy.
Oh, what?
QAnon.
QAnon.
Yeah.
He was what?
Oh God, we're gonna have to explain this.
I didn't hear what you said fully.
QAnon.
It's a conspiracy theory, like the big one with
Oh,
Trump being re-elected any day now, and he's going to take down the Dems and all of their.
surprised he doesn't get a promotion. Surely Vince is
Yeah,
on the
right.
same wavelength.
I didn't know that. The story I heard, he was a big racist.
Yeah, there's that. That too.
I would go with that as the main headline rather than a conspiracy theorist person.
So
I hadn't heard the like any specifics on the racism thing. Is he?
I've not heard specifics now, but apparently he used racist language, shall we say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he not? Was it something I read? Was he not like a flat earther kind of thing or something?
Yeah, he's a bit. Well, same thing, and he's a bit wild on the conspiracies. Apparently they were doing the Black Lives Matter thing, and he kept saying all lives matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's very opinionated by the sound of it.
He also had some sort of issue with masks and things like that with the state of Florida.
Yeah.
As well.
He was in the right industry to carry on then, wasn't he?
He supposedly he was like a very nice guy up until he got to WWE and got mixed with the QAnon stuff for sure. And then everything just kind of pretty much cost him his job, as you pointed out.
There was a bit in I think it was Seth Rollins on his WWE 24 episode. He was quite close to him from watching that anyway, and he seemed okay on that. It was supposed to be a recent thing that he's turned into a bit of a nut job. Because he seemed okay on that. That was a few years ago.
So who've we lost then? We've lost the referee.
Velveteen Dream.
Yeah. Which
again, he's apparently not a very nice man either.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It really. It sounds awful because you don't want to condone anything in any way, but it seems like such a shame that when you know that someone's a very talented person is also a knob.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, it was one of those. It was a breath of fresh air, wasn't it? If you know what I mean. Like when you watched him on TV as a character, you're thinking, yeah, you were drawn to his performances. And you
finally a homegrown talent that they got right.
Yeah.
One that might actually go somewhere, not one that they've just picked up from somewhere who was already good.
Just.
Was there something that I missed on Velveteen? Because I heard that there was some communications that he shouldn't have been engaging in.
Somebody had a.
But I don't know how
video.
Bad those accusations got. If you know what I mean.
Somebody had a video of what sounded like his voice, and I'm pretty. I mean, I can't say definitively one way or another, but I'm pretty sure it was his voice. That he sent some sort of inappropriate voice messages to minors, and somebody had a video of that as proof, and I don't know if the account's still up or if it got taken down or what have you.
How minor are we talking here? Because I heard of one story where it was 17, and having been 17 and living in a country where the age of consent is 16, there's only so outraged I can be about 17. But I mean, obviously there's a lot of scope for things to get worse than that, and I haven't heard.
I remember hearing it, but I don't remember the exact words because it was just. I was like, oh, this creeps me out.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of started. I mean, it I think it ignited from the speaking out movement last year, and I thought it was pretty damning evidence, but apparently, WWE was like, no, let's keep this guy around a little bit longer.
Well, Triple H kept being asked about it on the conference calls, and he would say, well, we've looked into it and found nothing. Every time it's, well, no, see nothing.
So, does this mean that there is something that they've found now, or is it just a...
I think it's like we can't use the guy, like it's not going away, and what are you going to do?
Supposedly he also had...
Go and wrestle on the indies, and then in 4 or 5 years' time, when everyone's forgotten about it, you can come back.
I don't know if anyone's going to forget about it, but yeah, maybe.
Supposedly he had behavioral issues, according to the sheets, if you will. Brian Alvarez said that Dream had friends in WWE who were, quote, very, very high up in the company, which led to some people feeling uncomfortable with going to management about his behavior because he was close with management. It was indicated that Dream's release was not due to previous allegations against him, but more because of his behavioral issues. And according to artist Rob Schamberger, he sent out a tweet when the news broke saying, without saying anything further, he was the single most unprofessional person I've ever encountered in this business. I hope this is a wake-up call. He needs to start doing the emotional work to become a better person, all told.
Wow, okay.
Wow. In the pro wrestling industry. That's, that's damning.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. I would love to know what the issue was, like what the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, what it was.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody in the comments is like, who the hell is Brian Alvarez?
Who's Brian Alvarez? Really?
They only got one
Brian
like.
Alvarez.
So. Yeah. It kind of caught people by surprise. I'll say that, but he must have fucked up really badly for him to just get fired. Because the audio, I thought the audio was pretty damning, and Triple H saying, "Oh, there's no evidence that leaked anything," was pretty fucking buffoonery. I have to say, it's just flat out.
I just don't know how anyone could be in a position like him. Well, it's any celebrity, because it's always... I don't know how so many celebrities get caught with this stuff.
Yeah.
Surely you just think, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
And, I'm into some things that I know I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk everything. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
You ask for ID, and you probably still don't even believe that. So just don't bother. Just live a life of celibacy if you're famous. That's my advice.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody can maybe he didn't see the video or see some of the allegations, but in the wave of how Snickers single-handedly changed the name of the women's battle royale from Mae Young.
From, was it Moolah?
Yeah, I'm sorry, not Mae Young, Fabulous Moolah, yeah. I don't know how you could just be like, oh, I haven't heard anything. So,
I guess they haven't heard anything about Matt Riddle either.
Yeah. That's why they have pigeons coming out of them, I guess. I don't know.
Well, this is it. I mean, what's the difference between because it sounds a very similar kind of scenario.
Well, Matt Riddle, I believe, didn't he cheat on his wife or something like that?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Which is shitty, but not a crime.
Yeah.
I don't know that's worth being fired over.
Oh,
I think there's more to it than that one. There.
Yeah, he is accused of sexually assaulting ex-girlfriend and pro wrestler Candy Cartwright.
Mm.
Yeah, so that one has a little bit more weight to it.
Yeah.
Equally as bad, but yeah.
And didn't it go to court? And there a court case about it?
I think so. So,
Yeah.
So that you would think they wouldn't be too happy about. I feel like that's frowned upon.
yeah, a little bit.
Well,
New update on the lawsuit. That lady's face is scary.
What's the?
I'm sorry, but
I want to know who it is now.
real quick here.
Face is
I just apparently it's some website called Pop Culture, and this lady's like expression just scared the shit out of me. She's like, ah. It's just a video on athletes who had to run in with the law.
It's not the freeze frame I bet she was hoping for.
I know. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm trying to read through this here and skim through it.
oh no! I'm also on the pop culture site.
Yeah.
Apparently, Friends fans are livid over one addition to the reunion show.
Yeah, supposedly Paul Rudd.
Oh no!
Paul Rudd wasn't there for the reunion or some shit like that. I'm like, who gives a shit about Paul Rudd?
Addition, not an omission. And yeah, okay, this is actually this is pretty bad.
Is it James Corden?
It is James Corden.
What?
Some fans are furious to find out that James Corden will be the host.
Why? I don't even like Friends, and I'm outraged at that.
That's grim.
Yeah. He's awful. I'm sorry. After seeing some of the commercials, especially for Weight Watchers, he just seems like a d-bag.
Did you see his Ask Me Anything a couple of years ago?
No.
He did an AMA, and all of the questions were, "I've heard you're a total asshole. Is it true?" Like, I was in a restaurant, and you were on the table next to me with a couple of other guys, like One Direction and that, and they all seemed cool, but you treated the wait staff like shit. Why are you such an asshole? It's just like constant. There's just endless streams of all of this. Like, why are you such a prick?
And what was his response?
He didn't respond.
So you can ask him anything, but
you
not
won't get
that.
that. No.
Yeah, I'm still reading through some of this here. I clicked the link. I jumped the shark here from Pop Culture, the PW Insider. Basically, it seemed like Cartwright has, saying that, hey, he's done some really awful stuff, with Riddle just being like, it's a fabricated lie. It's just a story. So,
Yeah.
and Gabe Sapolsky was apparently lumped in with it along with Evolve, but a judge dismissed Sapolsky from the lawsuit, and Evolve got sold to WWE. So, yeah, Riddle might just be the only target here.
He's getting away with it anyway. So who else has gone? We've got rid of Drake Younger and the Velveeta Dream.
Velveeta Dream, yeah.
Who else has gone? I heard, is it Jessamine Duke's gone?
Yeah. She was also gone.
She didn't do anything too bad, as far as I know. I don't want to lump her in with those two. Who else has gone? Is there anyone like noteworthy?
Let me see here. I am not sure. Lately, I haven't heard much of anybody else after that, unless somebody else has like a name that they're aware of. But I think those were kind of some of the notable ones, quote unquote, from this little.
Okay, so Jessamine Duke's gone. Vanessa Bourne is gone.
Never heard of her.
Yeah. Skylar Story.
Never heard of her.
NXT. Ezra Judge.
You're just saying words now.
I am, yeah, pretty much. Alexander Wolf. Axel Tischer, he's gone.
Wow.
And Kavita Devi, I don't know who that is. So yeah, it's just a load of trainees, I think, mostly. Alexander Wolf, wasn't he doing something? Wasn't he in Imperium or something?
I thought
Can't remember actually.
Yeah,
he was the one that was Insanity, isn't he?
he was. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alexander Wolf. Yeah, he was the. Yeah, you're right. What was his reason? They gave him a reason, I think, or something. Hold on.
Oh god, that's not good.
So they kicked him out of the faction. They've just said budget cuts.
Alexander Wolf revealed he was not fired, but rather W told him his contract was not being renewed. Was also told that the decision was made due to the coronavirus causing restrictions on events and budget cut. Yeah, bull fucking shit on that. That's a flimsy excuse. Sorry.
Yeah.
When you sell your network off for like $1 billion, budget cuts is not a legit reason. Sorry.
Well, we have to fire 3 people who were like in the most developmental stages of NXT to save money. All right.
They're on a small fortune, do you know?
Yeah, I was reading that from some dirt sheet called Wrestling Rumors.
Ah, God,
Shit,
I
though.
can't believe it.
Oh man!
Absolute scumbag website.
Wow!
Jesus.
Wow! I think that's everything. Anything else?
No,
You
I
guys
can give you
want
some more, right?
Oh no! Oh, for Wrestling Rumors, yeah, no, that's fine. Go on ahead with that. But I mean, for the show, I think that's everything. I think we've covered all the bases.
We did mention it before, but just to expand on it a bit, they did announce, WWE announced that they're going back on the road on tour. Starting on the 16th of July with SmackDown in Houston.
So are these only like TV tapings?
Yeah.
They're not doing house shows still, are
No.
they? They're giving up on that way before the pandemic.
I think that seems to be the idea, yeah. So yeah, we got that on the 16th of July. On the 19th, on the 18th, Sunday, be Money in the Bank in Texas, the American Airlines Arena. And then, no, sorry, I got the wrong way around. Sorry. Right, start again. Sorry. Friday is SmackDown in the Toyota Center in Houston. Sunday is Money in the Bank at the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth.
Oh, they make jeans.
And Monday, the 19th, will be Raw at the American Airlines Center in Dallas.
So they're going to have fans there for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
Fans at all 3, yeah. And they're saying this is going to be part of a 25-date tour. They're just 3 dates they've announced so far. 25-date tour leading into Labor Day. When's Labor Day?
September, I believe. I'll give you a date here. Labor Day 2021 is Monday, September 6th.
Okay, so you'd think there'd be 2 shows a week then, maybe? Raw and SmackDown, obviously.
Yeah.
Leading to September, when you'd imagine they're probably going to announce more.
Do we think then that they've changed things around, haven't they? Because normally it would be Money in the Bank next, wouldn't it? And instead we're getting Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, yeah.
So does that mean that we're getting Hell in a Cell because they want to do some stupid shenanigans without fans?
Possibly.
Are the zombies gonna have a match?
I don't know.
Possibly. But I'm just reading as well for that first SmackDown, the one on the 19th, no, the 16th, the first one with fans again. Going off what Chuck said before, they're talking about getting Cena involved. So
No, he's gonna be busy on Dynamite.
Is that really good enough
No.
for the first time of having fans back?
Well, how are they gonna explain John Cena coming out of the dimension that Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, sent him in?
Well, he spent all this time trying to fight his way out.
Yeah.
And somehow managed to make a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
Those are filmed inside the funhouse, apparently.
Yeah.
John Albert came up with an interesting theory on Twitter. I want to get the full thing to make sure I get it right. But he's basically sort of selling the idea that they would still keep the Thunderdome going somewhere, but then occasionally go out to different places for different shows.
Occasionally go beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm all for the movie references.
Such as Central Intelligence.
Who's in that?
The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Yes, this is what he put. As many of you following know, I've theorised the Thunderdome is the future of WWE programming. But with a numbered date tour coming up, it does have me thinking maybe the model is a fixed setup like the Thunderdome, but then then hitting the road for tours with breaks in between. Talent would be given breaks from the road and could rest up during the times taping just solely in the Thunderdome. When tour times roll around, say maybe 3 major ones a year, tickets become a hot commodity. Interesting way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
As he says, it gives. Before everything happened, not so much a big deal for you guys over there, but WWE were everywhere every day, weren't they? There's always a show somewhere, pretty much. So maybe if they only do limited dates, because, as you say, it becomes more of an event. It's like when they do tours over here, obviously they're not here very often, so when they do, it kind of there's a lot of interest around it.
Less and less the last few years, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Be interesting to see if they maybe a bit too early at the minute, but depending on how things go as well, because if they've announced these dates for America, I wonder if the usual November tour might happen over here.
Yeah, I think we should be more or less there.
I wonder if they were going to do it, they might tone it down a little bit, maybe just the tapings or something.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then again, as you say, we could be clean. So, why not?
Never happen.
Why not do as much as they can, especially if we are in a good position compared to everybody else?
Well, who the hell knows?
I kind of like that idea though of making the. As you say, that the tours you could go to a WWE show whenever you wanted, really, couldn't you? They were on pretty much every day.
Apparently, there we go. Sorry, YouTube was like, "Hey, playback error." I had to refresh the page.
Apparently as well, all the news about all these releases, they did a tryout day
Yeah, that's why budget cuts is not a valid excuse.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit in it, really.
Yeah.
Apparently there were a lot of people we've seen from AEW Dark turned up.
Ugh.
And some ROH names that we know, but no one actually knows who they are.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come out eventually.
Yeah. Well, I think that will wrap a bow around this, so to speak.
Yeah. It's the last day of the season tomorrow. Well, congratulations to Man City.
Yes.
The Ham and Eggers, how do they do?
You're probably going to finish 6th or 7th, I think.
Yeah, that's not
pretty
bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad for West Ham, man.
Yeah, it's a good season for West Ham.
I think they're pretty much guaranteed 6th, aren't they? Oh no! If they lose and Spurs win, they would go down.
Yeah.
You've had a good season.
Still good.
I'll this week, because of the weird schedule change, I probably will actually watch SmackDown at the very least, and then Dynamite could be the palate cleanser to that. Because on Friday, again, the scheduling changed because of the NBA playoffs. I'm gonna be I'll watch both shows, I guess.
Is it this week they're going head to head?
No, Dynamite will be after SmackDown.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought they were changing.
I thought they were going to go head to head, but my TV listings were in the wrong. Well, I misread it because I was thinking Eastern Standard Time instead of Mountain Time. Yeah, I can't wait for that. And then Saturday, I believe, is the 30th, right? Or is it Sunday?
Sunday would be the 30th. Yeah.
Sunday's the pay-per-view, isn't it?
Sunday's the pay-per-view, yes. So it'll be Dynamite, then our show, and then I was going to say lockdown for some reason. No, Double or Nothing. Count down the lockdown on the 30th there. So
We've done lockdown last year.
that's right, yeah. We lived it.
Lethal lockdown.
It's true, yeah.
So that means Dynamite's going to be at 10 p.m. is it, something like that?
Yes, that's correct.
It's a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also live.
Really?
Yeah. That's the remarkable thing for that is that they're going to be on live because it's their technical go home show. So I would assume live heading into it, and then obviously the pay per view, and then probably a live show.
What's the odds? So SmackDown's on before it. What's the odds SmackDown overruns a bit?
The overrun. I don't think there's ever been an overrun in the history of SmackDown, and I don't know if Fox can let them do it. Maybe if the product was a little bit better. I know they paid $1 billion for it, but if the product was a little bit better, they'd be like, "Sure, go ahead." But otherwise, I could see them just being like, "I don't think so, pal." To Vince, basically.
I can see that. It would be interesting to see if they did do that.
Yeah, it would be neat, actually. Fire a little bit of a shot there. Like Roman Reigns beating ass or something goes over the 10 p.m.
Yeah. Even if it's only a few minutes.
Yeah.
Just to get him to go over the start of AEW.
Yeah.
So is that's this Friday coming, is it?
Yes. So I'll probably watch both shows for a change.
I think I'm doing that myself, but that's going to be a late one.
Yeah, that's 4 hours of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's going to be our show. We'll see you next week. Take care. Have a great one, and we'll see you then. Take care. Good night, everybody.